What's going on, y'all, man? It's King Clef holding it down for the cool tip, man. I'm right back at you. Now, first, I'm going to say this. I am an advocate for marriage. I still believe in marriage. I think that's a beautiful thing if it's done right and with the right person and all that kind of good stuff. But the ongoing debate about marriage and the responsibilities and the things that come along with that, as including the possibility of divorce, has been a little leery. There was a great debate between Anna Kasparian, I might be saying her name wrong, and forgive me if I am, and just Pearly. Was a good one, and they brought up some good points. I believe just Pearly really got into her bag and brought up some good points of why men are leaning towards not doing marriage anymore. And I just wanted to present some of this. Why don't we check it out?
That men shouldn't get married, that instead they should shack up.
That.
You did say that with Trent Horn, word for word. You said it makes more sense for them to shack up, live with a girlfriend instead of getting married. Do you think the advice that you give to men is the type of advice that will fulfill their lives? Because I'll tell you one thing, the best part of my life is my husband. I love my husband. He's my rock. He's my foundation. And no, my husband is number one. I love my career, but you know what my career did? When I met my husband, my career was already established. He, on the other hand, was couch surfing, he was in debt, and didn't know what he wanted to do with his life. I married him anyway. You want to know why? Because I had the economic to take care of me.
How tall is he?
Oh, he's 6'1", about your height. None. I don't want kids.
Let's not do shouting questions from there, please. Allow these two to debate each other.
Okay, what's your question?
I mean, you don't really have much to answer, so I don't know what else to ask you. Do you think you're helping men by discouraging them from entering fulfilling marriages?
What happens to men if they don't pay child support?
I mean,
what happens? What happens, Anna?
How many men do you think get arrested? I don't know what the number is, but the idea that there's like a huge number of men getting arrested for not doing what they're supposed to do
15%
and take care of their children, it's not a huge issue.
What happens to men when they don't pay child support?
Only 60% of child support payments get paid out.
You gotta allow her to interrogate you, not them. You gotta stop yelling questions at her.
You can minimize men's problems all you want, but I don't think you understand how privileged of a position you're in.
In what way? How am I privileged?
Men are the ones that are on the hook for child support. Men are the ones that are on the hook for alimony. It's easy for you to tell men to just take the risk when you're not in that position.
So are you asserting that men shouldn't pay child support following a divorce? Do you believe that women should be financially responsible 100% after a divorce?
Feminists wanted to be equal. So I say be equal. If you guys want equality, 50-50 custody, no child support, no alimony, no special privileges.
Alimony is paid out in 10%
it doesn't
of
matter
divorces.
If you're part of the
it does
10%.
matter. It does matter because you make it seem like it's a widespread issue when it's only 10%.
The 10 doctrine is a sexist law against men. That's sexist.
How is it sexist if a woman decided to forego a career, decided to be a stay-at-home mother, and the marriage doesn't work out, she has no job, she has no income, so you think it's unfair to get support from her ex-husband so she can raise the kids, so she can pay?
60% of kids under 5 have daycare. Daycare is an option now. You wanted to be men.
Do you know how much daycare costs?
You wanted to be men. Here you
Do you know how much daycare costs? Do you think it's free?
Let her answer.
A lot of things are expensive, Anna. I mean,
That's not an answer.
Women have 85% of consumer spending. Women spend money all the time. You spend money on hair dye, you spend money on Botox, you spend money.
You should think about it. I sure am.
You spend money all of the time.
Yep.
So you wanted to be men, here it is. You're equal. Pay for daycare.
Gotcha, bitch.
You're both responsible. So the idea that the woman should take 100% of the costs on herself without any help from her husband or ex-husband is ridiculous. How is that fair?
Well, how is it fair that he doesn't get 50-50 custody?
Well, first of all, Why are you asserting that they don't?
It's 50% his DNA. Why can't he have 50% custody? Where
There
has
was a
feminists
study.
been? I've been
Let
on
me answer your
20
question, even
different-
though I should be interrogating you. I'll answer your question. Massive study out of Massachusetts that looked at 24,000 divorces. In those 25 divorces, they found that in only 8% of cases did men ask for custody. 8%.
Right, because the average American can't afford divorce fees, Anna.
But women
it
can
costs
afford to raise the
$25,000
children
to get
by
a
themselves
divorce.
without support from the ex-husband. You're complaining about the costs while simultaneously arguing that a woman should not get child support in order to raise the children that the former couple had together.
Are you guys equal or not? You want it
Yes,
to be equal.
equality means that
All
you're
right.
both responsible
50
for raising the children, and that includes
right.
the
So
cost
you should have
of raising
equality,
the children.
but not at the expense of men. 50-50 custody, no child support, no alimony. That's equality. You don't want
Alimony
equality.
makes sense if
You
the
want-
woman was
you
a
want-
stay-at-home mother and doesn't have a source of income. How else would she take care of the kids following a divorce?
By getting a job just like the men.
This is how I know I ain't ready for nothing. Because my little trick right there, you see him? Yeah. He is so nice to me. He's so nice to me. He be tricking. He likes to take me out. He likes to literally hand me money. All the things I said I wanted. But I don't want him. I don't like him. He annoys me. That's how I know I ain't ready for nothing. Because all I keep thinking about is the dude that don't do shit for me. And I miss him.
No, 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 come on. Hell no, to the no, yeah, to the no.
So here's my thing. I believe still that marriage is a beautiful thing, but I also agree that it is largely leaning towards an imbalance. And I get the points about, you want to be equal, then you need to take on the equal share. I even strongly agree that, it makes more sense to do that 50-50 custody thing, no alimony, and simply share the responsibilities equally for the child. I don't see why that's a difficult or bad take. I get where Anna's coming from, where, what if you give up your whole life to take care of the kids, take care of the household. But I also know that there's a large majority of people that wake up in the morning, get their kids packed up to go off to wherever, either that's the daycare or to school. And if you're taking your kid to daycare, then what does that mean for the rest of your day? That's about 8 hours of the day, or 6 to 8 hours of the day that are just free and open for you to do whatever it is that you're doing. And you can claim that you're doing serious work, but it doesn't take long to do household cleaning and stuff. I've done it myself. I know it doesn't take 8 hours to do that. So there's a big large of the day where you're just chilling, sitting back, kicking it, relaxing, and waiting for the kids to come back home or your husband to come back home or whatever the case may be. So I get the pros and the cons of it. The only pro I can really see maybe is the companionship and the and if you're in the spiritual or the religious realm, you're looking at it as a covenant under God. So then there's that. Financially, maybe the tax break that you might get from being a married couple and stuff. But other than that, there's a large responsibility that falls on the man, and there's a large overhead that falls on the man. And definitely don't look at divorce. When you get to divorce, you're talking about a major disparity or difference in the responsibilities and who's going to take the brunt of that hit. So I understand why maybe men are leaning towards not. I understand where Just Pearly's coming from. I rock with her opinion on that strongly. But I also see both. I see the middle ground on it, and I understand the middle ground on it. Just as far as wanting to get married and doing those marriage things. But she's absolutely right. It is a heavy burden on the man, and it's most likely not beneficial for the man nowadays to want to do that. And there's no real incentive for the man to want to do that. But I think that it is still something beautiful within. And I'm going to catch all y'all cool kids at the cool table next time. Deuces.